Yeah, so for a first take,
Yeah, it sounds beautiful.
is there anything you can we can improve for the second one?
No, the only comment I was going to have is that the end is right about at 70, and you
Yeah.
pretty much nailed that. It looked like it started on 34, like the recording did, but I don't know if, I mean, I see you moved it over, but maybe
Yeah,
start from 33 just so we have a clean.
okay, I was going to ask about that, but the cello stem that you sent was from here, so I just used that as a visual guide, and it worked. So
Oh, okay. No, I mean, musically it sounded right. I think just maybe in the recording it was, I just didn't want the audio to be like jumping into it, but I mean, it looks good. So yeah,
what?
that's
Oh yeah, it records it does a pre-roll, so we got the
oh,
beginning
perfect.
note. If you see what I mean, yeah.
Okay.
Um, so that'll be fine. Um, so okay, I'll just do another one, so we have at least another one, and then we can see.
Okay. Sounds great.
Cool. Oh, you saw the first light of day. I lied. I can't wait to meet. It's a bit loud for me. There we go. Okay. Oh, you saw the first light of day. I lied. I can't wait to meet you. I'll be here to hold you in my arms. I lied. There's a world to show you. I can't wait to know you and all your hidden charms. Sweet. I lied. There will be some times when you know nothing will ever be the same. You have to believe you can handle blessings that you get to name. I lied. I can't wait to meet you. I'll be here to greet you, hold you in my arms. I lied. There's a world to show you. I can't wait to know you, all your hidden charms,
That's beautiful, Joe. Yeah,
Great.
I love it. It's great.
Cool. I'm just gonna do one more, just so for
Mm,
absolute safety. That was like.
okay.
Let me just hear that. Yeah, that's. Oh, you saw the first light of day. All right. Oh, you saw the first light of day. I lied. I can't wait to meet you. I'll be here to hold you in my arms. I lied. There's a world to show you. I can't wait to know you and all your hidden charms. Sweet. I lied. There
Great.
So yeah, I guess let's move on.
Okay.
And
Second part.
second part, and that's going from the same. It's the same spot, isn't it? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Okay, let's see.
Oh, you saw the first light of day.
Yeah, so how should we proceed? I had a small question, I suppose. You have before in my score actually the bar numbers are different, so it's a little tricky to find it. But we have the crescendos.
Starts.
Yeah, they kind of roll over before those ones.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know where I mean? The two spaces where it does that right at the end, and then the corresponding part. Did you want that note held right over into the next bar? Because I kind of thought that would be a bit unnatural, so I did a little kind of almost a gap.
Oh, okay. I mean, I would
just to make the anticipation.
Yeah, no, I think it sounded great. I would go with your expertise because this was created off of MIDI, so I was I'm not a cello player, so so I appreciate your input.
Cool. I just felt it just to carry on to the end of the bar and then go. It would just be quite kind of a bit weird, even though that's kind of
I think what you did was perfect. So
cool.
Yeah, great.
Well, let's do go for another take. I think that one I was pretty happy with that one, but we can go for a safety. Is there anything like that I should try and do differently? Any kind of experimenting with anything?
How about we do one more and then listen to that. There's the stem that I have that's kind of like the MIDI version of it. It's from a Nord piano, at least. The sampled version of a cello. So maybe if we can listen to that full string part just to see if there's anything after this next take.
Yeah, okay, sure.
Cool.
Okay.
Oh, you saw the first light of day. There will be
quickly. Oh. Okay. Cool. So, you want to take a listen to the mock-up?
Yeah, I think that'd be good. And also, I mean, I'm open to any ideas that you have. If there's anything that you're hearing that you think would add to it. But yeah, we can listen to the mock-up first.
Okay. Shall I mute what I did? And then we
Sure. Yeah.
yeah.
I'll be here to greet you, hold you in my arms. There's a world to show you. I can't wait to know you and all your little charms. Sweet there will be some times when you know nothing will ever be the same. You'll have to believe you can handle blessings that you get to name. I can't wait to meet you. I'll be here to greet you, hold you in my arms. There's a world to show you. I can't wait to know you, all your little charms,
Yeah.
Yeah. No comparison, I think, in the sound between
Yeah.
that and what you did.
Well,
When he sounds, it
sh-
sounds phenomenal. What
sh-
your part. So
Good. Well, that's good then. That's all we can do. Um, so yeah. Failing that, is there anything that we can do on these? I mean, I'm going to send you all the takes so you can mix it. Yeah. I mean, bearing in mind that the cello is obviously very loud in the mix. Okay, so there's a question from the chat. Which mic is Joe using? So it's a Neumann TLM 103.
oh, nice.
Life-changing microphone.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then I'll add a follow-up. What is that going through? Like what kind of interface do you have or preamp?
Yeah, it's going into a Pro MPA2,
Okay.
which is the tube preamp, and that's going into an Antelope Orion Studio Synergy Core audio interface. Which
Oh wow, nice.
Well, since I got that, the sound improved like hugely from what I was using before, and this tube preamp that I'm using, the Art, I got it because my friend tipped me off that it was in a blind test in Sound on Sound magazine, and it actually came third, and it was compared with Neve and API, all the top ones, and it came third. They put the same sample of a piano through all of it, and combined with their mic is it's a really good comparison. Combination.
Oh, nice.
And there's another question. To get ready for a session like this, would I prepare a score for Joe? I kind of I've made a tutorial on how best to convert your musical ideas from MIDI into notation, and it's using free software, and it's simple and straightforward to create a professional score that we can see everything you meant off, if that makes sense. So it shows you how to express yourself through the score, really. So yeah, check the tutorial out and see if it helps. And yeah, and there's another question: how did you do it, Elliott? Because Elliott's got a really nice score here. So how did you get the score?
I've done it both ways. I've used Logic and I've used Pro Tools. I use Pro Tools pretty exclusively, and yeah, get it to MIDI there. This part though, so the way that I did it was James Graham recorded on his Nord. You can see the name of it is Nord first and second cello. He recorded a full string part and then also gave me the MIDI for it so that we could convert it into this score, which worked out really well.
And you did that in Pro Tools, the score?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Really? Oh wow. Okay, so you know what you're doing in Pro Tools. I heard it was quite difficult to do it there, but yeah, it looks amazing. So I guess yeah.
Oh, good.
If you know what you're
Glad
doing,
it turned out.
You can do it in any of them. I mean, yeah, I'm not proficient at creating the score in Logic, which is the sequencer that I use. So I use this free software called MuseScore, which you throw a MIDI file into it, and it creates a pretty decent score straight away. And then you can edit it
nice.
easily after that, so you can put in your dynamics and whatever. And it's free, and the best thing about it is that it has an extensive user database. So when you have a question, and you always have questions, you can put it into Google, and it's so kind of heavily used that the answer will come up in the big font, you know, in Google, like, which is amazing for a specialist application. And the fact that it's free, big user community, is amazing.
Yeah. Oh, cool. I'll have to check that out.
Yeah. It's good. Oh, it sounds like looks like you're fine as you are, but there's another question. Any other Musiversal musicians in this tune? Yeah, are there any other Musiversal musicians in this tune, Elliott?
Yes, many. So I always start with, so I play guitar and I sing. And so I start with the structure. The structure of the song is the most important. And then, getting the timing right in each section is really important. So then I can send it along to, I think James played on this first. So he played piano, and I think he might've played a little bit. He has a Hammond organ that sounds amazing. And then also Marta was on this. So she's doing the backing female vocals. And I believe Itagora, he's on the bass, and then Nate Barnes is on the drums here. So, and then I forget the name of the violin player. I also did a violin part. I wasn't able to send it to you in time because I just sent them the files both at the same time. So you can't hear that here, but there's two parts for violin. But yeah, it's been awesome. I'll just add, working with Musiversal. I mean, I never thought I'd have access to so many musicians, and it's just, the recordings are phenomenal. So I mean, it's really taken my music to the next level.
Yeah, I have to agree, because I often play, obviously, after the rest of the guys played on it, and I'm always amazed at the quality of like how it all sounds and fits together. The drumming, the bass player, anyone that plays. Someone had a track with saxophone yesterday. I forget the name of that. I don't know everybody's name, unfortunately, on the platform. But
yeah, is it Yuri?
Sax
Yeah,
playing. It could well have been. Unreal. So yeah, I think it's great.
Yeah, sounds great. It's a lot of fun. I think so. I guess we're doing one final take to wrap it up.
Yeah, let's do that. So we'll do another one of the melody. Let's mute these.
You stole your daddy's song before you saw the first light of day.
I went from the wrong place. Okay.
Before you saw the first light of day.
And also,
Oh yeah, the
synth strings around.
still
They,
playing.
they sound pretty decent, I think, for synthesized strings. And I remember that it's on Nords. Makes sense. Okay.
Oh, you saw the first light of day. I can't wait to meet you. I'll be here, hold you in my arms. There's a world to show. Getting to know all your charms, There will be some times when you know nothing will ever be the same. Have to believe you can handle blessings that you get to I can't wait to meet I'll be here, hold you in my arms. There's a world to show. I can't wait to know all your charms,
Cool. Yeah, what do you think?
I think that's great. I think I have everything I need. So yeah,
I
thanks for
think
your contribution on this.
these first takes of the melody were probably maybe better than that one. Maybe if you.
Oh, okay.
I think these would be my preferred ones. I think. Yeah.
Okay. That's
So, yeah, okay.
yeah.
Great. I'll send you these stems over now, and see you soon, I suppose, for the next one.
Okay, great. Yeah, good to work with you again.
Great. Pleasure.
Thanks, Joe.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Elliot. You too. Have a good night. Thank you. Bye.